Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. This is going to be my first low buy update for 2022. I did a intro video with all the rules and things I'm trying to follow. We'll link that down below for you. But today is my first update and I'm very excited to talk through some things. So I am tracking for like low buy budgets / no buy periods during the year, clothing as well as beauty products. So those are the two areas we'll be talking about today. And I have different like restrictive periods throughout the month. So in January, I was allowed to buy whatever I wanted for clothing. But for beauty products, the first 3 months of this year, January, February, March, I'm on a replacement only no buy. So no like discretionary fun purchases, just trying to work through what I already have. So that is kind of the background you need to know. Let's start with the clothing items and talk through the purchases I made. So I made 3 different purchases in the month of January. The first one being this sweater that I'm wearing here. I love it. It's just a crew neck, long sleeve sweater. This is from Target. I can link this down below if you are interested. It's like a purple and white kind of blend here. I really enjoy it. I was looking for just a couple other sweaters to add into rotation, different colors. You know, I live in a very cold climate. Like winter will be here for another probably 3 to 4 months. So it's just kind of a part of my life. So I was wanting a new sweater, so I got this one. And I got another one in the same style. This one is more of like a camel, kind of like warm brown color. And it does have cable like pattern on the front. But otherwise it's the same cut. It's the same crew neck, the same, you know, long sleeve and very comfortable. This fabric is a little bit more prone to shedding, but really enjoying both of these. I did not really have anything kind of in a purpley shade like this. So I'm happy to have this, and I didn't have anything brown, and I feel like a brown sweater is just like so quintessential. So I did purchase 2 sweaters this month, both from Target. And let me look at my notes here. They were $25 a piece. So, you know, they are nice quality. I'm really happy with them. Certainly if I wasn't on a low buy within annual budget, by the way, my annual budget is $600. I probably would have bought more colors, but very pleased with the 2, and also just kind of made it feel like, oh, I've got something new and fun and exciting. So I am happy with these 2 sweater purchases. I also picked up 1 pair of boots from Target. So I have been on the hunt for a good winter heel. Again, I live in an area that's very snowy, very icy. It'll, you know, like melt and then freeze again and then melt and freeze again and more snow will come. It's just not always the best for all shoes in the winter. I do like to wear a little bit of like a, you know, heel, like a little booty on the weekends. I just like the way, you know, having a little bit of height feels and looks and all that. But I didn't really have anything that was doing well in that, you know, slosh and crap on the sidewalk, the ice and all that. So I was looking for something, probably a wedge, because it has just a little bit more structure and like support to the foot, but also something with good grip on the bottom. So I found this boot at Target. It does come in a few different shades. And so I got the black. It's kind of like a fake suede, you know, material. It does scuff up pretty quickly, I would say. To me, that doesn't really bother me. I have been able to brush some of them out. But again, they're just, you know, they're just what I'm wearing. I don't really care that much. They're also getting covered in like snow and crap, so it's not that big of a deal. They do have a zipper on the one side, and up here is elastic, this back part. So when you walk, it's very comfortable on your ankle. It doesn't like, I don't know, rub or tug or anything like that. And then the bottoms here, they did describe this as a wedge, even though it's not fully connected. It definitely is very comfortable to wear. And the bottom has really great gripping here, very deep grooves. So I'm very, very happy with that. And I think that the tag on the back, which is a like snakeskin pattern, is cute. I can also just tuck my jeans over it and you don't see it. So it's not that big of a deal, but I'm very happy with these. I did size 1 size up because I'm wearing thick socks, and in the winter I usually wear tights underneath my jeans. So between the tights and the thick socks and my jeans, if I'm tucking them in or not, I just wanted to have a little bit more space in there. So really happy with those as well. So they were $39.99 at Target. I did have a little bit of a rebate with the Target app. So I had $2.71 that come off of that. So it was actually $37.28 for the boots. But again, very, very happy with the purchases I made, all from Target this month. So, okay, this month for clothing, I spent $87.28 on the 2 sweaters and pairs of boots. My annual budget for the year is $600. So I have $512.72 remaining. Now, one of the kind of caveats to that is if I declutter 10 clothing, shoes, wardrobe items, and I donate them, I can earn $30 more. So I did not make any donations in January. I did start to pull through my closet and have some things folded off to the side, but I didn't actually drop it off and donate it. And that's, to me, the trigger. That's what's going to activate the $30 addition. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at there. I would like to do a donation in February if I can. So that is the clothing update for January. Let's move into beauty next. So like I said, I was on a beauty no buy period for January, replacement only. Purchases were allowed, and I did make 3 different purchases. So let me start with what those were. Again, I bought all of these from Target when I ordered those clothes. I also ordered these items, and my boyfriend wanted some more t-shirts and socks. It was just a Target order. So all 3 of these items were purchased from Target. The first one is an eyeshadow primer. This is the Milani eyeshadow primer. I really enjoy this one. I am currently working on one. It's going to be done any day now. So I did purchase this as a backup, but I have no other eye primer. So this is a replacement. I also repurchased a concealer. This is from e.l.f. It is the Hydrating Camel Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. I have finished up my other concealer now in this exact same shade. I was literally scraping the side to pull the stopper out. Like, I really went for it, but it's just time for me to purchase a new one. So I also purchased a concealer. And the last item I purchased is a skincare product. And that is the Derma E Vitamin C Concentrated Serum with Hyaluronic Acid. I use a vitamin C serum every single morning in my skincare routine as like a middle step there, and don't want to be without one. I chose the Derma E one because I've used it a number of times in the past, but also looking at pricing, this is about $20. At Target, it was $24.99 for 2 ounces is the size of this bottle, but a lot of the other drugstore vitamin C's are around that $20 mark for 1 ounce. So I know I like this formula. I was open to trying a different formula, but this still was the most cost-effective, like, per ounce product available. So that is what I went with. So yeah, $24.99 was retail. I did have a little bit of a coupon applied, so I saved 63 cents, meaning that this was $24.36 in total. I guess I missed the other 2. So the concealer is, let's see here, $6. Again, saved a little bit. So $5.37 in total. And my primer retails for $6.99 and I got it for $6.36. So, saved a few cents there. Definitely important to add any coupons or whatever I can add to the, checkout there to save. But all 3 of these were needed. My vitamin C serum, again, has literally like 2 days left in it, the one that I was using, which was a sample. So I just needed to have one on hand here. So I feel good about the purchases, no regrets. I feel like all of them are justified. So we're in a good space. But yeah, February and March will still be replacement only, no buy period. So in total for beauty, I get a budget of $50 a month. And then, whatever I spend comes out of that. And then what I have at the end of the month will roll over plus another $50 joining. So really it's $600 for the year as well. I just structure it a little bit different than the clothing. So I started the month with $50. I spent $36.09 between those 3 products. So I had, let's see here, $13.91 remaining at the end of the month. And then I added 50 more for the month of February. So my starting balance for February is $63.91. One of the other things that I am doing is a credit system for my makeup. So every makeup product that I purchase must be used with a credit. I can earn credits by either finishing up products or hitting pan on products. So if I finish a product up, and again, this is just makeup, this doesn't include skincare. If I finish a product up, I get 1 full point. if I hit pan on a product, I get a half point. So I did finish one item and hit pan on one item. I will quickly show you those. I'm not going to give you a review. I will save that for my empties video. But I did finish up the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream for oily skin. So that is out of my collection. I earned a full point here. And then I also hit pan in a shade out of my ABH Soft Glam 2. I hit pan in the shade Dreamer, which is right here. I already had pan in a couple of other shades, so I earned 1.5 points this month and spent 2 points on the primer and the concealer. I started the year with 5 credits. That was kind of what I rolled over from last year. So I started with 5, earned 1.5, so I was up to 6.5, and spent 2. So I ended the month at 4.5 credits. So the halves, I can't really do anything with until I have more halves to make full points, but just wanted to mention that. Okay, so now that we've gone through kind of the numbers and my report, I want to talk a little bit about the next month and how I'm feeling, any reflections, things like that. So in February, I will be on a clothing no-buy period. And then in February, I will still be on a beauty no-buy, except for, replacement only. So in January, I was able to work through quite a few skincare products. It seemed like everything I had open in December finished up in January, which is great. I already had a little bit of a backstash kind of going. So I had products to pull from, except for that vitamin C. I did not, I did have a vitamin C. It's a sample size that I'm using, but it's almost done already. So anyway, that is something to note. Also, just because it was the beginning of the year, I'm still feeling very motivated, like highly inspired to be on my no-buy, my low-buy. I started a bunch of different projects up again. My project Use It Up, which is my non-makeup, skincare, body care project pan, as well as I started up my rolling style project pan. So I feel like my focus is very clearly upon my existing products. I have a lot of use goals and just things that I'm focusing on already. So it was pretty easy to get through the month without craving purchasing anything. I really wasn't tempted at any point. I never really went to any stores in person either. My grocery store doesn't really have like a beauty section. It has just like toothpaste and vitamins, but like no makeup or anything like that. So it's pretty easy for me to avoid those triggers just because of my daily shopping isn't really making me want to do anything. So a couple of things on my radar, 2 items in mind that I do not have replacements for are a setting spray and an exfoliating serum. I think I should be fine with an exfoliating serum. I use it like once or twice a week. So usually serums I use in the evening, I'm only using a couple times a week and they last a lot longer for me. So I did open a new one and just made note that I don't have any backups. So when that starts to get low, I'll know like it's okay to buy one, but I don't think that'll be in February at all. Setting spray, I used to use setting spray every single day all over my face. And now I just use it like when I'm going to be leaving the house for an extended period of time, but like day to day for work, I don't really care if my makeup starts to melt off because I work from home. Like everything's through a video call anyway, so I don't feel like you can tell as much. But still, I do use setting spray for my eyeshadow liner that I do. So I use a little bit of it, but just not as much, but I still am getting low. So I would not be surprised if I needed to purchase a setting spray in February because I am getting low, but I'm not sure based on the usage if I should go ahead and buy one right now or not. So I'm just going to kind of play that by ear and see how the month goes. But those are the 2 things on my radar. As far as wish list items, I have been keeping track of what I've been kind of thinking about. I would love to get a powder foundation for the spring and summer. I have always liked the Laura Geller powder foundation. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'm also curious about the Fenty one, and e.l.f. also just released their Camo powder foundation. So I'm curious to see what reviews are. I have very oily skin, so that's the biggest thing is which one could stand up to oily skin the best. Of course, I would use like a oil controlling primer underneath it, but I just need to do a little bit more research. I'm not in a position to purchase one yet, but that's something that I'm starting to think about. I'm also interested in the e.l.f. gripping primer, whatever it's actually called, I don't know, but it's like in a blue tube. interested in that. And also when the spring rolls around, I definitely want to purchase a couple of perfumes from Dossier. I ordered a few in the fall, kind of like fall and winter scents, and really liked it. And they have my favorite summertime scent on their website. And I finished that one up last year. It's the Tom Ford Slay Blanc. They have a dupe of it. So I definitely will plan to purchase a perfume in the spring or summer, maybe two, just to have, a couple new scents. Everything I have right now is pretty heavy and winter specific. So that's also something on the wish list to get around to. One of the rules I have is that I can only purchase 3 eyeshadow palettes for the entire year. I've not purchased any yet, of course. I won't run out of eyeshadows anytime soon, so they're not considered like replacement items. But I was thinking the Glam and Bronze palette from Natasha Denona, and I did have some suggestions to check out Alter Ego, which I totally will do, and I want to look up some reviews. For the Glam palette, I probably won't purchase that until the end of the year because it's very similar to the Sultry palette, and that is my Panette palette this year. But that one I probably will purchase, the actual Natasha Denona one, just because that'll be like my replacement Sultry palette. The Bronze palette, is kind of something I feel like I can cross off the list actually. I really like the story of it, but when I think about, it's like a fantasy self thing. Like when I think about the colors I actually wear, I don't wear a lot of really deep reds and bronzes. I wear like some golds and some warm tone browns, but not to that like extreme. So I'm thinking that the Bronze palette probably doesn't need to be on my list anymore. I can just cross that one off. But the Glam palette I still am definitely interested in, kind of as a replacement to the Sultry palette. So that is it for the wish list for beauty products. For clothing and stuff, I don't really have anything on my radar right now. I kind of have been thinking about maybe getting a vest, but I don't know. I do have a vest, so it's kind of like, well, why don't you just wear what you have? I also could see myself getting a pair of like work pants, like Carhartt work pants or Duluth Trading Co. Just because we have, land and things that, I don't know. I have pants that I can wear, but I would prefer a higher quality of kind of like a work pant for walking through the trails and stuff like that, for when we have bonfires and all that. But again, that's a ways out. So I have time to research that and maybe even try things on in store to decide what the best fit is. But those probably will be expensive. So I kind of want to hold some bit of my budget back for that purchase and then see where we go from there. But that is it for my low buy update for January. I kind of feel like I gave you too much information, but hey, that's all right. Let me know how January went for you. If you had any surprise purchases come up, how are you feeling? What do you have coming up in February? Are you on a no-buy period? Are you on a low-buy period? What is going on with you? I'd love to hear about it down below in the comment section. But that is going to be it for me. So I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.